Good evening, everyone. I, Rashmi, from Montfort School, Hazaribag, welcome you all in today's session. Thank you for having me. So today, the title of my talk is Child Psychology. So just a kind of orient to you to what I will be speaking about today. This is really a big topic. So the objectives, I have slides.
पार्टिसिपेंट्स कैमरा ऑफ कर दिए.
Introduction, then types of psychology, about importance, school behavior, and the last, role of a teacher. So first I will start from types of psychology. There are 7 types of psychology. Clinical psychology, cognitive psychology, developmental psychology, evolutionary psychology, forensic psychology, health psychology, and at last, child psychology. So teachers, what is child psychology? You can write your answer in a chat box. What is child psychology? Yes, teacher, if you want, you can write your answer in a chat box that what is child psychology? Or what do you understand by child psychology? Anyone, please? Good evening, Sujata ma'am. Child psychology is the study of subconscious and conscious childhood development. Child psychologists observe how a child interacts with their parents, themselves, and the world to understand their mental development. Now, who discovered it? Jean Piaget was a Swiss psychologist and genetic epistemologist. He is most famously known for his theory of cognitive development that looked at how children develop intellectually throughout the course of childhood. Child psychology is the study of the various aspects of a childhood. Although child psychology studies the various aspects of childhood, although child psychology explore infancy, childhood, adolescence, the primary focus of the earlier year of infancy. Child psychology is a specific branch of developmental psychology dealing not only with children's physical development, but with their mental, emotional, and social development also. Influences that affect a child's growth involve much more than the mixture of internal forces that arise from within an individual. Into environmental factors such as social relationship and the culture in which a child lives also play an important role. A comprehensive analysis of a child development takes to account many different major contexts like the social background, the cultural background, and the socio-economic background. So here I want to ask one question. Why it is important for a teacher to know about child psychology? Yes, teacher, you can write your answer in your chat box. Why it is important for a teacher to know about child psychology? Anyone, please? Okay. Child psychology is important because it can help us better understand how kids tick, as well as how best to support them to become well-rounded individuals. It is therefore useful in assisting both parents and teachers to better understand and help children in their care. As we are not a psychologist, but of course, we are a teacher, and teaching is a legend profession. So here, once again, I'm here with one question, that what is the role of a teacher in students' life? I think this is the most important question. So teacher, please write your opinion in your chat box. Yes, Sujata ma'am, thank you to inculcate values. Yes, Sujata ma'am. Deepika ma'am, thank you so much, Deepika ma'am. Manisha ma'am, thank you so much, Manisha ma'am. Teach them value life skill. Yes. So here I am. Teachers play a very important role in student life. As a teacher, one must bring out the best in students and inspire them to strive for greatness. Students are considered as the future of the nation and humankind. And a teacher is believed to be a credible guide for their advancement. Not only do they guide students in academic or extracurricular activities, but teachers are also responsible for shaping a child's future, making him or her a better human being. A teacher imparts knowledge, good values, tradition, modern day challenges, and ways to resolve them within students. And this is only possible when we will be able to understand the child, when we will be able to understand or able to read the child mind. So teacher, once again, I'm asking one question. What should be the behavior of teacher for students? Yes, you can write your answer in your chat box. What should be the behavior of teachers for students? Yes, anyone? It should be kind and polite. Thank you, Sonal ma'am. Anyone, anybody else? Okay. Teacher should be polite towards students. It helps to inculcate discipline in students. We should always enlighten the students about their duties and rights towards school and their life. If the children are indisciplined during classes, it is moreover teacher responsibility rather than children. This line I want to repeat once again, that if the children are indisciplined during classes, it is moreover teacher responsibility rather than children. By nature, children are naughty, and as we know that the behavior of child and monkey are mostly same. So first of all, I want to talk about stubborn. Stubborn can surface at any age and then continue into adulthood. As parents, as a teacher, it's important to find ways of handling your stubborn child by limiting their behavior without any stress. When children are stubborn, they do not listen or follow instructions of their parents or teachers. The single-minded kids determine not to change their attitude, behavior, or stance. Any amount of pleading, cajoling, or coercion will not have any effect, and the child will do what he or she wants. Behavior in children quite daunting for parents and teachers too. Here is what parents and teachers should know about the stubborn behavior in children so that they can act accordingly. Stubborn is mannerism to defy any type of change. In general, the outcome expected from stubborn children is denial or negative response. Even if the proposal made is for the children's best interest, such a character in children could get their parents or teachers to be upset at times. There are several contributing to growth of such mannerism in children, and it is very imperative to understand them as a priority. This is because knowing the cause for submannerism would help to prevent the children from adhering to such bad characteristics as their nature. So again, I am here with one question that why some children are stubborn? Yes, teacher, you can write your opinion in the chat box. Why some children are stubborn? Anyone, please? Okay. It is a fact that not all child who grown up to be stubborn are stubborn by birth. Some of them become accustomed to such mannerism because of various reasons as they grow. Also, children who are stubborn are not inflexible in all the occasions. There could be several specific actions or communication that elicit their stubbornness. I'm here with some reasons which details why children are growing up to be a stubborn person. First, my point is expecting a return. Children do get the stubborn characteristics as a part of their personality, mainly because of the factor to get hold of something. This is because sometimes children do think that only by stubbornness they can get what they wanted to get. For instance, a child may be provoked to exhibit stubbornness when the child discovers that only such a mannerism could make the parents fulfill the desires. So once that discovered theory is proven to yield a positive result, that particular child will start applying the same tricks for stubbornness as an instrument to get what he or she desired. Now, the next point is getting rid of pain. Children do feel the pain when the parents try to control them in all possible ways. For example, not allowing a child to play with a ball in TV room can seems to be a very controlling for them. Sometimes parents do have positive intention behind why they wanted to control such action, as throwing a ball on the TV might break. Yet in a child perspective, such a controlling measure is seen as evasion of freedom, and they start feeling the pain. Such a pain will lead to a buildup of stubbornness, as whenever the parents or teacher try to control them, the child will get agitated and react in a negative manner. Failure to be free to formulate one's individual decision can be hurting for children who value free will. And this is the reason why they make use of stubbornness to get rid of such pain. Now, preserving identity. Next point is preserving identity. Certain kind of children value their identity a lot in terms of their thoughts, likes, beliefs, etc. Such kind of children cannot position themselves in a situation where someone disagrees with their belief or desires. This is because people or other children who are differing with them imply disagreeing with who they are. So in such occasions, they become very stubborn to a limit that they would not even mull over the view of others. This is to a kind of pain evasion. Still, such a type of stubbornness can obstruct the growth of a child and surely influence their association with other children. Now, again, I'm here with one question. How to work with stubborn students? Yes, teacher. You can write your answer in your chat box. How to work with stubborn students? Tap into their interest and include student choice. Lower the originality hurdle. Pull out your experimental and no-fail lessons. Use technology as a hook. And last, give it time, be patient, and practice empathy. So now I will start from pre-primary, that how to control pre-primary child. In pre-primary class, teachers should have different types of arrows in the quiver to mold the children in wonderful and creative creation. At this phase of time, children leave the cozy comfort of their house and loving and caring family, especially their mothers. It's really a tough time for them to leave mother's lap and to be introduced to harsh and unknown world. Here is where the role of teacher is significantly crucial. Here, she has to become as loving and caring as their mother to earn the trust, love, and respect of the children. So that they can become comfortable to learn and grow what a teacher teaches. If a teacher attains the trust of a child, then it becomes more easy for teacher as well as a parent to create a learning environment for a child. This
ऐसा कि एग्जाम
sometimes
वो
need to more faith in what teacher says as
हम तुमको
compared
बोले ना
to
कुछ ज्यादा
parents.
हार्ड नहीं पूछेगा हम तुमको बोले ना ज्यादा देखो स्टेप को बोले ना एक देवेगा 50 और 30 80
सब हम रात को इससे भी टफ टफ क्वेश्चन बना रहे थे 12
हम तुमको बोले
So here I am with one more question: how to handle noise in the classroom? We have all had that teaching moment where it feels like your students are leading a revolt against you. No matter what you do, they will not be quiet and they refuse to sit still. When you are signed up to be a teacher, you thought it was all about teaching, right? Think again. Half of your battle as a teacher is getting your kids into study mode and capturing their attention long enough and well enough for them not to need to go wild. When you teach a full class, particularly of kids under 13, a lot of your job as a teacher is simply crowd control. The quicker and more effectively you control and calm the class, the more time you will have to do what you actually signed up to do, teach. So, what are the best way to handle the noise in the classroom? Yes, teacher, you can write your answer in your chat box if you want. Yes, Sujata ma'am, by involving them in some interesting activities. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Kirti ma'am. Engaging them in activities. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Manisha ma'am. Keep engaged in work. Thank you, Salona ma'am. Okay. So I have put together a list of effective methods to calm your students and get them ready to learn. So first is control noise from the get-go. Means a lot of time kids into the classroom already wired from the fun they were having with their friends in between periods or break time. Make it very, very clear that the classroom is a place to learn. All goofing off should take place elsewhere. They should leave their horsing around and loud voices at the door and into the classroom in a calm and collected manner. This will set the tone for the rest of the class. Take 15 minutes during one class to teach your kids the correct way to enter the classroom. Once you have set the standard, don't get lax on it. Otherwise, the kids will not take any way of your rules seriously. Now, my second point is signal your student to get quiet. Every time you can't shout. Every time you can't shout. So reacting to noise with noise rarely works. So don't shout in order to get your loud students to quiet down. Make a signal so that your students become aware of the fact that the classroom has become too loud and they need to quiet down. You can use a handbell, clap sound, or say stop. One word, say stop. To alert your kids, the noise is too loud. Train your kids so that when they hear the bell ring sound or the clap sound or stop word, they put one finger on their lip to make the sure sign. After a few seconds, all of your students should have their finger on their lips and should be sitting quietly. So once again, I want to tell you all that reacting to noise with noise rarely works. So my dear teachers, don't shout in order to get your loud student to quiet down. Now my next point is taking away privileges. And this. Let your students know that every behavior has a consequence. Let the class know that if they keep being loud, you will take game time, story hour, or whatever other activities they really enjoy. If only one or two individuals are acting out, keep them for 5 minutes after class. Your student will learn that if they don't do what is expected of them, there will be a consequence, and this will enough to motivate your class to be quiet. Now, offer incentives. Yeah, this one really works. Offer incentives. If you have an incentive program in your class, such as collecting beads on a rope, a sticker on the wall for good behavior and work completed, make use of it to keep the class under control. It works best with an incentive that can be given or taken back, such as beads. At the end of each day, you can assign extra homework and students can exchange beads to get out of the assignment, which means kids who messed around during class will have extra homework that night. Trust me, most kids would rather be quiet in class than get more homework at night. Now, find the source. Usually, there are one or two kids who instigate loudness in class. It is like a chain reaction, and these kids are the ones who get everyone else reeled up and talkative. It is not always obvious who the source of loudness is, and it is not always true that there is a source. but it is worth a look. Observe the class when the volume rises and try to figure it out. If you can identify one or two students who really like to get everyone worked up, you can try to find an appropriate solution. This may require moving seats, appointing this louder student as a helper, or possibly a conversation with their parents. So teachers, these are just a few things to help to get your classroom noise level down for the sake of sanity. Now, role of teacher. This is very important for us to know about the role of teacher. Teachers are the future builder of our country. They are the providers of knowledge and wisdom. They are the basic source of education for most of the people of the country. And they are the one who build the future of the nation. The teacher can very easily decide what they want the nation to look like and educate the masses accordingly. They have the ability and the strength to fight the odds and make India a powerful and a well-educated country. Making the children ready for a challenging life, it starts at a very early age. The teacher take the kids away from their parents for a few hours and teach them in a total different environment. They try and make the environment as friendly as possible. But it is still different from the environment and the home. Knowingly or unknowingly, teachers prepare the kids for unknown environment which they might have to face in their life. Now my point is literacy and wisdom. The teachers not only make the child literate so that he or she can earn enough to have a normal lifestyle, they also provide words of wisdom every day, which shapes the personality of the child. Many children are influenced by their teachers more than the parents. A teacher is mostly selfless and believes in dissipating whatever information he or she can to make the kids wiser than yesterday. Now in higher classes, or in any classes, a friend, a philosopher, and guide. These three things we have to follow. Today, we can see that teachers have moved on from the basic image of a strict teacher. They have become much more for their students. They provide a friendly shoulders to cry on when the kid is in a problem. They tell about the philosophies of life so that the child could take lessons and apply to his or her own life. And they guide the child to follow the right path. The teachers have the courage to push the kid to do what they want to, even it has never been done before. Now, my next point is well-wisher. No other job make a person worried if a children parent is divorced, a drunk, or a wife abuser. Teachers are the ones who have full knowledge of the child's life, the environment back home, his mindset and his capabilities. They always try and strike a balance between all of these things and make sure that the kid's future does not get affected in a bad way. Now, my next point is nation builder. A nation comprises of the children way more than adults. The children are the future and the teachers are the ones who are getting them ready for their task. With optimum education, wisdom, exposure, and resources, the teachers are building the nation for tomorrow brick by brick. And foundation is so solid that the nation will only grow upwards. Teaching as a profession is probably the most challenging because it combines all the other profession in order to help a child grow. One has to have good communication skills, managerial skills, reading and writing skills, storytelling skills, everything. The teachers have selflessly and courageously chosen the path where they will always be working for the mankind and for its good. Not everybody has the heart to do. So teachers have a vital role in nation building because the future is totally in their hands. They choose, and if you really want to know how important teachers are for their country, try imagining a nation without them. It will only be a nation of utter chaos, where nobody would step up to make sure the kids get the best education and the knowledge